He was spotted back in 2005 and the multi-talented Jerome Slim Plooy used his passion for basketball to be appointed the NBA Africa ambassador, and he's been in it for the past 11 years. Not only that, but the young ambassador has had a rather successful career in television, in film and on radio, while still running his organization, the Slim Cares Foundation. Slim joins us on the show to discuss his work over the years and how he forced the doors open into a successful career, as well as how he manages to balance it all with his love for community outreach. And Jerome, pleasure to have you with us.
The legend.
Yeah, well, pleasure to have you with us.
It's an honor being here, sir.
And basketball and your family also having a great interest in sport generally.
Yes. Big family interest in sport as well.
Yeah.
A little brother to one of South Africa's MVPs,
Yeah.
Bernard Parker. Of course, even though this man is a...
Well, you know, hey, wait. It's very important that Amakos get to know and hear about this, right?
True, yes.
So tell us about Bernard Parker just briefly, because the focus is about you.
About me, yes.
Yeah.
Briefly about my brother, we've got a very tight bond. I'm going to be acting really soon on one of the major soapies, and we were joking about it. And like I tell my management team, I tell my family, I tell him that I want our story to inspire a lot of brotherhood in South Africa. We've got a lot of sisters, even though Amantombazane break a lot of them down, but they have the sisterhood. Tina as Abafana, we don't have that brotherhood, Kontlung. So I'm just grateful that the one plays for the biggest team in SA and the one's about to act on one of the biggest soapies in SA as well.
And we will know about that in a moment. But basketball, he's football. And, you know, once people are infected with the love for football, they exclude any other thing from their world view and world experience. Now, in your case, you leave him alone with football and then get interested in basketball.
What we do is I've been, the NBA loves him. They know who he is because he's a national star, played for the national team as well. So whenever I MC a lot of NBA events or I go along to events, they always ask me to bring him. So he's got a love for basketball. He's starting to understand the game. One of the biggest things we did was, one of the special moments was when I MC'd the JR NBA event this year, the finals. He was there along with Thabo Sefolosha. So having two of my dopest guys there. Tar was a good friend of mine, and he's a big brother, and interviewing the both of them at the same time was really good.
I mean, when you score a gig like having to MC the NBA whatever tournament that is, how do you get to do that? How does it happen? Is it a lottery type thing, or you've got to be connected, or how does it work?
I think when the name comes up, I think when you're gifted with a talent, a passion, like you are gifted, so you're one of the...
It's the first time somebody tells me, but
no, you need to know.
It's never too late.
You are a legend to me. I tell a lot of my friends as well. I was excited for this interview as well. And I think because over the past, I think I'm the first South African to ever MC the events internationally as well. I've been blessed to host 5 NBA All-Star weekends back-to-back. Like I did, it was Orlando, Houston, New Orleans, New York, and this year was Canada, outside. Like, that's international gig. And through them as well, I was able to MC the BWB finals as well, which is a big program for Africa, where a lot of the top 100 kids get selected in Africa and the NBA players come over. So MCing in Angola and having those people respond to what I do, and they Portuguese, and I'm like, oh my word, but the way they respond to what you do. So when you have a gift, when you're blessed with a gift, I think you could go anywhere with it, and it'll always make...
So tell me about the gift then that got you spotted in 2005 and persuaded the NBA big chiefs to say, hey, that's our kid, and we want him to be our ambassador.
The mouth.
Oh, okay.
The mouth.
Yeah.
It's all in the mouth. I teach kids. I tell a lot of the kids I work with every day, I teach, even you, Baba, like, when you meet people, you should never be afraid to speak to them. I was a kid, like I said, I found my brother at a later stage in my life, which is good, you know, and coming from where I come from Kliptown, I come from like a one-room house without electricity, without, you know, RIP to my late mother who passed on this year, but she taught me a lot of values as well, you know, so when I saw them, like, kids in Kliptown don't understand who the NBA is. And I was like, guys, do y'all understand this is the NBA? And I was heartbroken because the year 2004, they came and I joined Sky a week later. So then I went to Bob, I'm like, yo, like, I heard the NBA comes here. Like, these kids don't know who they are. They're like, okay, Slim, it's your turn. And in 2005, I met Todd Jacobson, who helped me realized my love for slim kids and seeing what they do and how they help people. So from that, I met a father in like Marcus Camby, who was a big-time NBA star. And then he was part of it, you know, and then I got the NBA, and then I told them I want to go to school. They helped me, put me through school at Boston Media House.
Yes.
I couldn't disappoint them. So I was like you, I was one of the top radio students. I graduated at the top of my class for that. So for me, it was always a challenge to show kids from the hood, from the ghettos, that we are somebody. You can challenge whoever you want to challenge.
So what does it entail being the ambassador?
Ambassador is just like my love for basketball, just promoting the game,
Yes.
just emceeing the gigs, just being there.
Okay,
you
now
know?
help me appreciate the game as ambassador,
game?
right? Yeah, I watch it as background stuff on
No.
television. And I mean this
No.
respectfully. Please,
No.
Slim, don't hold it against me, all right?
Okay.
Yeah, so just get me to be hooked on. That's why when I was telling you we were talking earlier,
Yes.
I know two names.
Two names, that's
LeBron
it.
James and Kobe Bryant.
That's it?
And the others, I don't know. This is so-and-so, and this, that, and the other.
Okay.
And Michael Jordan, I definitely
Okay.
know.
You got a pair of Jordans?
No.
No, not yet.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll speak to my
When I-
people.
when I-
I'll speak to my team.
Your
Hopefully
team?
we can bless you, yes.
Okay, all right.
I'm well taken care of by the swoosh.
Okay.
That's
So they
my
will
team.
get me a pair.
Well, I'll speak
you
to
know
one
what
of
I'm
my
going to
guys.
do? Get me
Yes.
a pair, and then I will wear them here.
You wear them
and
to the
say
show.
these don't
Slim
come
and the
straight.
team.
They come from Slim and the team.
Okay.
The ambassador himself. You see.
Okay, I'll speak to my guy.
Yes.
Cheslin, if you're watching, please, I need the pair of
Okay.
shoes.
Now
for this
tell
man.
me, who's hot at the moment, and which team should I follow, and what is it that I need to understand?
I'll be biased.
Yeah, be biased.
I'll
After all, you're
definitely
converting
be
somebody
biased.
to something. Yeah.
I don't like the top dog all the time.
Yes.
I don't love the top dog. I love the underdog.
Yes.
Because I grew up as an underdog.
Yeah.
And the underdog has more talent.
That's
so
it.
right now, who's hot? Cleveland Cavaliers. They won the championship. What I love,
Cleveland
though,
Cavaliers. Yeah.
that's one of the
I'm
teams.
noting that.
I'm East Coast. I am East Coast.
I'm going to follow Cleveland Cavaliers and now
New York
individual
Knicks.
players.
New York.
New
you
York
gotta follow
Knicks.
the Knicks.
But
we
then-
made good trades this year.
Yeah.
We got Carmelo Anthony. So what a lot of people don't. He's married to Lala Anthony. She's an actress
Yeah,
as well.
yeah,
They got a
yeah,
show.
yeah.
So what I love about Melo, what people don't understand with my relation with Carmelo is, and a lot of NBA players, which is why Camby's and Dwight Howard then became close with me, is that we come from hard backgrounds, tough backgrounds. So with Carmelo was a kid that wanted to end up, he's like, I sat on the porch every day. That was my dream. Until one day somebody just spotted me and I could play basketball.
Sure.
And today he's one of the biggest stars, best elbow in the game. Even LeBron James said it for some of the people that does not know. I love his game.
Yeah.
One of the greatest players, gives back a lot, and he's just very humble.
Okay, now, since you became ambassador and young South Africans, are they taking the game up? Are they developing an interest in it, or the interest is there anyway? It's just that I happen to be moving in the wrong circles.
You're not, the interest is growing. When
Yeah.
people see a person like Slim, they see basketball. They used to see me and Siyabonga Ngwekazi.
Yeah.
So Ngwekazi always tries to pass the rock to me. So it was so crazy how we spoke, because one day I was interviewed on his show on a national broadcast, and he said, Slim, you're gonna do season 2 of this show because you deserve to do it. And to me, that's the brotherhood. That's how basketball is.
Okay.
When you're a point guard, I always teach people, I teach kids, I'm telling you now, Bob,
Yeah.
like you said, you visit hospital, you kiss babies, you do your thing. As a point guard, when I make the person to my left and the right better, I become better. But my job is to make sure that everybody around me, we eating, we happy, we bringing hope. That's how well
Hey,
we do.
well, it's like, there's
You
some
know?
hook that I
So
could
you're the
put
point
to
guard.
them.
That's how even in the game, I played in a celeb game last year for as a beat or something. We played in a game, and people were getting mad why I don't shoot, because I just love passing the ball.
That's
I'm
right.
gonna shoot. My time to shoot will come.
Yeah.
But I always want to make sure that my team around me is very successful. Because like you, when you have a successful team like this that you work with on your show, it becomes one of the best shows.
Yeah.
It's not about you.
You know what? I understand why you were appointed the ambassador.
Yeah.
You don't need to. I shouldn't have asked the question. I
Okay.
should have just made an observation.
Okay.
Then I would get it. Anyway, you are involved in other things as well, acting, movies, television, and so forth, working on new stuff at the moment. What are you doing now?
I'm working with my group called Hashtag. Very, very special group of kids. They want us after for a show they did called Down for the Guap. Really excited. It's about what I do, what I'm grateful for. Like I tell you, like timing, God's timing, and it's always beautiful how the industry works. Because I was fighting, somebody was like, Slim, how do you become so successful of just basketball?
Yes.
You've done all these things, but your life is still around basketball. So with Slim Cares, I will now be able to do a show that I finally wanted to do. I spoke about it 2-3 years. I spoke it into existence, and now it's coming. So it's gonna be a very good show. Maybe I might even come to you. It's called A Day in a Life.
Yeah,
Look out for it.
Of course, I'm looking forward to it.
All right.
And you know, I'm quite an impressive guy. You seem and feel like you are on top of your game, feeling very good about yourself. Briefly, is that am I right?
Always not when you got a good management team around you, when you got a good bunch of people, when you have a brother, the brother I have, you know, and when you have people around you, and like the NBA people, when you surround yourself with that, when you give that energy to them, they're always there to hold me down. They're always there to make me better as a person.
Sure.
I always try and be better as a person. I always try and pray every day, yes?
Let me promise you something.
Okay.
Since you owe me a pair of
Jordans, yes.
Jordans, right?
Cheslin's watching.
Okay. You owe me a pair of Jordans.
We taking care of you.
And thank you.
Okay.
In return, I'll watch the Cleveland Cavaliers. How's that for a deal?
You need to watch the Knicks.
The Knicks. Oh, okay.
You asked me who's hot.
Okay.
I just said that you need to watch Carmelo. Okay.
All right. So it's the Knicks, the New York
Watch
Knicks.
Cleveland and East Coast. As long as you're watching East Coast team, that's good.
All right. Well, that's a promise.
Okay.
And thank you very much for having been our guest.
Okay. It's my honor.
Jerome
it's my pleasure,
Slim Plooy. Now we know why he is the NBA ambassador for Africa. Quite a charming and energetic young man, and we're happy for him. We trust you enjoyed our interview with him as well as tonight's program. And from us, good night to you.